Hello girls and guys, Roman Kondrachov here with you today, and today is upper body max effort day, and this is the first training session with weights. Second one is with just body weight. I'm starting off with these behind neck jerks overhead. The reason why I'm doing this is because I have never done this before and I want to see how much I can lift overhead. I have warmed up and worked up to 235 pounds. This is the second attempt. Not quite successful because my technique is a bit off, obviously, and because I'm not strong enough. I just need to get stronger, and this will come with time, unless I accumulate injuries. So, here is a third attempt, and let's see what happens here. Okay, I dropped a bit lower, I caught it in straight hands, and I lifted it overhead. Very nice. Afterwards, I lowered the weight because I hit my PRs, and I decided to go for 215 for reps, but I could not manage it. Therefore, I decided to lower the weight even more and just go for 5 sets of 1 repetition. This is usually the protocol that I follow on my max effort days. I usually just do 5 lifts, just singles. This is a good way of doing max effort. Okay, let's see if the third one holds or not. Third one's okay. Next repetition I will actually, I think, fail again because oh, I hit my head on that one. I hit my back of the head. Here I get a bit hesitated and I fail this repetition. So I try again. And I get it this time. So one thing that is common in these behind neck jerks is that you can hit the back of your forehead. So you need to lower your head slightly forward. But in any case, I think that this is a great exercise. I don't know how it will carry over to my other lifts, but the ultimate reason why I'm doing this is because I want to have a good clean and jerk. That's it. Here I'm revisiting my my calisthenics days. Before I used to be very into calisthenics. I'm doing reverse grip muscle ups. The reason why is because I have this either tendonitis or tendonosis in my, or otherwise known as golfer's elbow. And when I put my hands in this underhand grip or reverse grip as it is called, it significantly lessens the pain and the pressure on my elbows. At least this is what I find, and that's why I do this variation right now. I've got 5 reps and very good. I've never done that before. Here I decided to go for I wanted to continue these weighted muscle ups, but after just 1 repetition I thought, okay, you know what, screw it, let's just do some dips instead. As you can see, I tied the weight by some computer cord because I forgot all of my gym bag in my house. So you know, you gotta work with what you have. You tie a plate like that and you just get it done. That's how it is. So I decided to revisit the pull-ups or chin-ups. I have not done chin-ups consistently for a very long time. Maybe like, I don't know, 8 months or maybe even a year. I don't remember last time I have done chin-ups. Again, why? Due to these elbows. I have to take it easy. Again, the reverse grip or the underhand grip significantly lessens the pressure. Since I haven't done this for a long time, I decided to do 5 sets of 5 solid repetitions. And this was not hard in terms of strength required. I've done much more before. I think I have done something around 110 or 120 pounds for 1 repetition, but this was a long time ago. Okay, moving on. Next exercise. And the exercise is these single bar underhand or reverse grip dips. I have never done this exercise for max weight. I have done it before with maximum 45 pounds. So this time I decided to challenge myself and go heavy on this. Once again, this reverse grip surprisingly really allows me to lessen the pressure on the elbows. The drawback is that it does put some pressure on the shoulders. So there's pros and cons to every exercise. You just have to use these however you can. So I warm up and I decide to again just work up to a maximum, establish some kind of a record, 1 rep maximum, and then drop down the weight a bit and do my max effort working sets. This is usually how I do it for all exercises if it's a max effort day. This same logic applies to back squats, front squats, deadlifts, rows, pretty much all exercises in all seriousness. And as you can see on my upper body day, I usually start off with some kind of a press variation, and then I do another supplementary exercise for the pressing, and that's why I'm doing these dips. This is a great pressing variation that will strengthen the triceps of my arms. So we're getting heavier here. This is close to 135 pounds. I wanted to just do 135 pounds on one rep. And so this is the repetition. Let's see what happens over here. Alright, good. The bottom of the lift seems to be very hard because the bar is not completely stable. So the bar on which I'm doing these dips shakes a bit, it slides. So you really have to be careful over here. Another thing that you don't want to do is put the belt backwards, because you will simply fall on your back and you will really injure yourself. So afterwards I decided to just attempt the plunge 2 times, and I called it a day for this training session.
I just finished my workout, and what I usually do, I'm a big preacher of environmental conditioning, or otherwise known as cold therapy. Pretty much you expose yourself to the cold, you over time adapt to it, and it becomes much easier for you to survive in this type of environment. As you can see, there's snow everywhere. It is about -20 today, -20 degrees Celsius, of course. If you want to get into this type of cold therapy, Dr. Mercola, M-E-R-C-O-L-A, he has interviewed lots of people on this topic, and he has quite a lot of information on this. There's no clear-cut protocol in terms of how to start this. What I would do is I would simply start taking cold showers. So after you've taken your warm shower, turn the tap towards colder side. Every day go outside in the morning, first thing in the morning, and get some benefits like that, and go naked, try to expose your skin. Cold therapy has many benefits. It strengthens your immune system, so by creating more white blood cells, so you will ideally, theoretically, over time you'll be less and less sick. You'll get sick less. Another good thing about it is that it increases your mood, it increases your awareness, it releases all kinds of good hormones, dopamine, serotonin, and your mood increases. And the other thing is that when we live in North America, we don't have enough sunlight here. Sunlight is vital for production of vitamin D, so you need that as well. And by going outside naked, you get sun on your skin, which is very good for you. In any case, I'm gonna go home, and I will see you next time. Take care.
Okay, girls and guys, welcome to my second session of the day. This is mostly gymnastics. So I'm just doing these straddle plunges and trying to press into a handstand, at least for the first repetition. I am doing these on dumbbells or parallel bars, if you have parallel bars. The reason why is because it lessens the pressure on the elbows and on the wrists. A very great tool to utilize for those who are dealing with these types of pains. Plunges, I find straight arm plunges are a very technical movement, because it's not all about strength, it's more like about counterbalance, I find. Obviously you have to have a good level of strength in your shoulders, in your delts, in your core to a certain degree, but ultimately it's a balancing act. And to get good at plunge, you simply need to practice it more and more. Afterwards I moved on to these front support to front lever holds, and as you can see, I'm just collapsing. Once again, my front levers are the hardest movement in all calisthenics. For me, this is how it is. Plunges are easier. Then I'm moving on to these Hefesto curls. I have done triceps in the previous session with the single bar dips. Here I'm doing Hephaesto curls with my legs supported on the ground. What this does is it prepares me for a real Hephaesto, where my legs are going to be hanging in the air. And this is one of my ultimate calisthenics goals for the future. It is a really hard strength movement. So I am trying to curl up. Now this is good for your biceps, but be aware, because this places a lot of stress on your shoulders, and if you're not ready for this, it can lead to some potential injuries in the shoulder. So really thoroughly warm up your connective tissue, your shoulders, your biceps before you attempt doing this exercise. And do make sure to have really good mobility. Mobility is key in gymnastics and calisthenics, very important. I decided to finish off with some close grip push-ups with my feet elevated, and just to get extra workout for my triceps. So there you go, girls and guys, this was the session. If you have any questions, please make sure to ask, and I will definitely give you an answer as soon as I can. So have a great day, and I will see you next time. Take care.